Greetings, demons, and welcome to something we haven't done in quite a while, and that is a Hot Wheels, I guess, unboxing, I guess, unpacking, I guess, kind of discussing why I buy the Hot Wheels that I do sort of video. And yeah, we have a decent amount. This isn't literally everything that I've bought in the last however long, because I did get to a point where I was just posting everything on Reddit, but that kind of got tiring. So I started just opening everything, but over the last few weeks, months, I'm not actually sure how long I've been gathering all these up. I have just not been opening everything. There are a few things I've opened, mostly stuff I wanted for a very specific purpose. But yeah, in terms of just general use stuff, I have a decent amount of cars to open. So with that being said, let's jump into it and get them open. And going off in no particular order, we may as well start with this little cutie. So this is the Quick Chat. It is obviously based off the toy from the 80s, I guess. I best know this actually from Toy Story, even though it is, not a major thing in Toy Story. But yeah, I saw this, I was like, I recognize that, that's a thing I know. And so I got it. It is, of course, a Mattel toy, and that is why, Hot Wheels have been able to do it without it having any of the extra branding or anything on it. It doesn't even technically have the Quick Chat, branding or anything like that. Like, we see so often with, the crossover, Miss Potato Head stuff with Mattel, it'll say Miss Potato Head on it, even if technically it's part of a different line. In this case, no, not the case. It just says Quick Chat. And that's it, it's part of the Experimotors line. So let's get this open and have a look at the details. So yeah, getting it open, it's as cute as I expected, honestly. It has the beautiful little smiley face in the front there, which I do absolutely love. The phone actually does move. I guess it's functioning as a bit of a spoiler. Great engine detailing on the back there. And yeah, the actual, detail here is great. Obviously the Fisher-Price logo, you'll love to see it. You got decent wheels, though they are weirdly uncolored. I'm pretty sure the actual ones had white on them. I'm not completely sure about that. I never owned this as a child, but yeah, that seems to be a little bit incorrect to me. It feels like it shouldn't be just pure blue wheels, but either way, it still looks perfectly fine. And yeah, overall, this is a very nice little car, nothing too special, but yeah, I like the moving phone aspect of it is pretty fun, even if it doesn't really do anything necessarily. But yeah, overall, a great start and a very fun little car. I guess we may as well get the Batmobiles out of the way as well, because I believe in my previous Hot Wheels video, 2 years ago, whenever it was, I went over my Hot Wheels stuff. I get a lot of the Batmobiles specifically. I have most of the Batmobiles that have ever been released. And yeah, this is just two that I didn't have yet. So we've got the Batmobile from Batman the Brave and the Bold in red. And we've also got the Batman and Robin Batmobile from, obviously, Batman and Robin in this metallic blue. So once again, let's get them open and check them out. And yeah, that is just what I tend to expect. It is so funny to me how these two are from two different pieces of media, and they look so similar. You compare these two to any other variant of the Batmobile, and you never have anything that is this similar between them. And there are obvious differences. This only has one fin, whereas this has two. The Batman and Robin design is open cockpit, whereas the Brave and the Bold actually does have a little windshield. But yeah, the actual identity of these is so similar. It is shocking in a lot of ways. But yeah, when it comes to the Batman and Robin variant here, I like the blue. I think the blue looks really good overall. It's obviously that metallic with the little speckles in it, which I'm not the biggest fan of necessarily, but it does work for certain vehicles, this being a decent example. It does have a little bit of blue on the actual wheels as well, which is pretty nice. A little bit of extra colour pop there. And yeah, overall, I'm not the biggest fan in the world of the Batman and Robin Batmobile, but it's still fun. I still enjoy it, and, fine addition to my collection sort of thing. And then when it comes to the Brave and the Bold is actually the show I grew up on. It's, the Batman series for me. And yeah, this is a great Batmobile design. I love it so much. The fact it was a two-seater is great. I always remember, I never had it, but the Brave and the Bold original Batmobile toy, the full-size, 3 3/4 inch figure scale one, was so cool. I wish I was able to get it. But yeah, you got the little bat face in the front, very Batman animated series. And yeah, overall, nice detailing with red. Once again, you got a bit of red on the wheels as well. And yeah, not too bad. Two excellent little Batmobiles to add to my ever-growing Batmobile garage, I guess. And speaking of cars that I specifically collect, I made a point probably a year or so ago that I would get every Dodge I came across. It was originally just Dodge Chargers, and it quickly became, if I see a Dodge, I'm most likely getting it, especially if it is similar to the Dodge Charger. Obviously, this is a Dodge Coronet Super Bee, which yeah, the Bumblebee vibes are very strong with this one. And yeah, in general, very much a fan of the overall design of Dodge vehicles. Let's get it open and have a close look at it. And yeah, that is so Bumblebee. I know that Bumblebee technically is more typically like a Chevrolet. I know Dodge is much more of like a Fast and Furious thing. But look at that. That is so Bumblebee. That is incredible. I love the little details there. The Dodge and Hot Wheels logo on the side. Lovely little bit of detail. So small as well. Oh, it's so good. I love myself a good Dodge vehicle. And yeah, Dodge isn't my favorite brand by any means, but I really do like them. I love the little detail on the door handles as well. See straight through the driving compartment. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. There's not much for me to say about it, but I really like Dodge stuff. And yeah, another fine car to add to my collection. And I think this is the first Coronet I've actually got. So yeah, not bad at all. And speaking of what my favourite car brand is, that is McLaren. I love McLaren. I actually work near a McLaren dealership, and I stare into the showroom so often. I love McLarens. I think they look amazing. I will never own one in my life, most likely, but that's why we have the McLaren Hot Wheels. So this is the McLaren W1 even, sorry. And yeah, it's your conventional McLaren. It looks very standard in all fairness, but yeah, with that being said, let's get it open, have a little bit of a closer look at it. And yeah, that's a McLaren all right. No undercarriage detail, which is interesting. Still though, oh, no headlight detail either. This is a very minimal design for a Hot Wheel. Like, obviously the car it's a McLaren, all right. That is insane. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in this one, honestly. Obviously I would get it regardless. It is a McLaren. I collect McLarens, but yeah, I'm not necessarily sold on the quality of this one. It's all right. It's all right. I don't mind it, but yeah, definitely could be a little bit more detailed. There's a lot seemingly missing from it. Also, is my windshield like pre-scratched? I don't know what it's showing on the camera, but there's like marks on the front of it there. That's kind of a shame. Yeah, still not bad. Don't mind adding it, but and it is also the first W1 that I have. I'm not sold on it as a toy, unfortunately. I guess it only makes sense to keep on track with the real-life cars. We've got the Tesla Model S Plaid. I don't know what makes it plaid. Just like with Dodge, I kind of decided I was going to buy all the McLaren ones. Not McLaren ones. That as well. But all the Tesla cars. Not because I like Tesla, but I just kind of find them interesting. Like, all the designs are so, like, they are indicative of what, like, electric cars look like. You know, ignoring the Cybertruck. And do I have a Cyberquad around here? I usually have one as a fiddle toy. I don't think I have one right now. At least not that I can see around my... But yeah, the Teslas are very problematic. There's a lot of things going on, especially with, you know, the owner of that company, that I'm not a fan of. But, like, they are very indicative of what electric vehicles look like. A lot of the other brands have electric vehicles that look just like Teslas. And, yeah, I make it a point of, I'm going to just grab them all. And, yeah, we'll see. I don't know what makes it plaid. Like, that is one thing that I'm very confused about. And there's a few of the naming conventions for the Teslas, especially from Hot Wheels, where I'm just like, I don't really understand what that means. Let's get it open. And yeah, that is another... Why is it scratched up again? That's 2 back-to-back that have, like, seemingly scratched glass. That's really annoying. But yeah, it's a white Tesla. I don't really... See, that was the detail. This was so weird. The McLaren just not having that detail, and yet this is so hyper-detailed. Even has the little Tesla logo and everything. It's... Like, it's weird how, like, much better made this seemingly is compared to the McLaren, but, yeah, it's fine. What does it have any fun references here? No, it just says Hot Wheel plaid. Yeah, fair enough. It's nothing special. I literally get these for the sake of it. I don't really care too much about them in the grand scheme. I just kind of want to have them. But yeah, there's worse things to collect than Tesla Hot Wheels, but yeah, the more things that the man who shall not be named does, the less I like that I own them. But I'll continue doing it probably. At the end of the day, they're getting manufactured no matter what, and a lot of time these ones are the ones that you find in like the cheapo shops. So I'm not really going to complain too much about the 80 pence that I spent on this or whatever it was. But yeah, there we go. The Tesla Model S Plaid. Something a little bit more fun though, and I think, yeah, our only Fortnite? That's the wrong thing. Wrong media franchise. The only Hot Wheels original, this of course being based on the Let's Race Netflix show, and this is the Speed Bump, and it is just a crushed car. It is based on an existing regular release that I just do not remember the name of, unfortunately. I've seen it around, so I know it exists, but yeah, this is just a crushed down version of what would otherwise be a regular Hot Wheels car. So let's get it open. And yeah, there's something about having like purposely damaged Hot Wheels that always just tickles me. I have a few. There's also, I can't remember what brand it was that made them, but there was a line of cars where they were just normal cars, but you could just crush them down into like a pancake. And I really enjoyed those. This is very much that same vein, which, yeah, I really like it. The whole deco on it is very interesting with that like Art Deco sort of design. The fact that the wheels are different front to back is also really interesting. And I think this will work really well with one of the other Hot Wheels we're going to come up with. But yeah, very, very nice design. Love the bright colours. Something a little bit more vibrant compared to a lot of the other stuff we've looked at today. And yeah, very, very neat idea here. So that leaves us with 2 different screen time vehicles. So first off, we've got the Monster High Ghoulmobile. This is the darker decal, whatever, color scheme for it. We do have the brighter, I think there's actually a few. There's a pink one, there's a white one. Am I missing? Is there just a generally purple one? I can't remember off the top of my head. I have a few of them. I don't think I have every single variant of this, but yeah, the Ghoulmobile. I'm not necessarily a fan of Monster High in terms of like I've never seen the show. It's not exactly a piece of media or a doll line or anything like that I am invested in at all, though I do see that Wednesday Addams one quite often and wish that I got it. But yeah, either way, let's get it open. And yeah, we just have a very nice looking, if simple and cartoony, convertible. Nice neon. It's hard to tell. I can't tell if it's orange or if it's pink. It kind of changes depending on... I think it is orange. But it's that kind of orange that, like, as soon as it has any blue behind it, it's just immediately, like, a deep pink. Still pretty fun. The overall design, you got the spider web, you got the little cat face. Not as pronounced. I have a different version of this that is much more pronounced in that cat face. But yeah, still pretty nice with the colours and everything. Pink wheels, love to see it. Yeah, overall, not a bad little car. I do like this. Like, there's a reason I get this in the Barbie ones. I just think they look cool. Like, I think they're neat little cars, and oftentimes they are pretty fun as well in terms of, like, they stand out. You know, their colours are vibrant, they're bright, they're a little bit girly in a line that is, for the most part, very boyish. And yeah, I do really like it. But yeah, there we go. That is the Ghoulmobile. And we also have Snoopy, of course, with the shed or the doghouse or whatever it is. Once again, not particularly, you know, a big fan of Peanuts or anything. I don't think I've ever seen any of the shows. I've read some of the comic strips, which I know isn't that impressive because, you know, the comic strips, not comic books. But yeah, Peanuts is not one of those things I'm overly attached to, but Snoopy's obviously an icon. And this is a good little car. So let's get it open. And yeah, it's very fun. It's just a doghouse on a chassis of a car with a big engine block, and yeah, a little Snoopy on top with his ears flying back. I can't tell if he's supposed to have like a remote control or something. This might be a deeper reference to like a specific episode of Peanuts or something, but yeah, I'm not too familiar, unfortunately. But yeah, very fun little novelty screen time vehicle, and yeah, I love getting these things, even from shows that I'm not familiar with. Like I've never seen the Jetsons. I have the Jetsons car and stuff, like Jetsons spaceship, I suppose. But yeah, just a lot of stuff like that where I'm just like, I recognize it. It's iconic. It's pop culture relevance, and yeah, I just generally enjoy it. Pretty fun, pretty cool, and there we go. That's Snoopy. And finally, we have the Dark Knight Trilogy Hot Wheels monster truck, and a bunch of the cars just fell off. Obviously based on the Tumbler, sorry, not the Rumbler. I always get that mixed up. It's the Tumbler, and yeah, this, to my understanding, is the second actual model for Hot Wheels monster trucks that are Batman related. We do have one that is the 66 Batmobile, which I think is really fun. I do own that one. But yeah, once again, just like with the Batmobiles before, this is very much just, I need to have it because it's Batmobile and I collect the Batmobiles. It comes with a nice green crushed car, which we'll compare to the crushed car that we just looked at. But yeah, I'm never the biggest fan of the monster trucks in general, but I can't pass up some Batmobiles with big wheels. It's just fun to me. Let's get it open. Okay, so yeah, first off, we'll get to the actual Hot Wheel monster truck in a second, but yeah, crushed car, it's the same mold as we always see. If we just quickly bring in our road bump, you can see like they are very similar. This is just an actual functioning Hot Wheel, whereas this is just a piece of hollow plastic. But yeah, that's very fun. And of course, you can put it down and have your monster truck just kind of run over it. You can connect them all together and stuff, like all these little ports and everything are universal, so you can just connect them all up to each other, which is really fun. But yeah, let's quickly... I know this is not the best view on the camera, but does this work? It does! That's very fun. That's very fun that we can actually use that with the monster trucks. Really cool, but yeah. Oh yeah, it's the Tumbler. It's the camo Tumbler. I love this thing. I once again... In terms of the movies, I grew up on the 07 movies, on the Dark Knight trilogy, and yeah, this thing's great. I love the Tumbler. The Tumbler is so different. It's not a Batmobile. It just isn't. Like, it's a completely different thing. It's a military vehicle taken over by Batman. It's incredible. But yeah, all black wheels, all black chassis, just a massive bit of Tumbler stuck on top. Very fun, very neat. Nothing much else to say about it. It will make a fine addition to my Batmobile collection, though, that's for sure. But on that note, that is going to be everything for this video, everything that we had to look at, and yeah, it's great to get these out of the packing. It's great to add some of these to my existing collections and whatever else. Just in general, I love Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels are such a fun thing to collect. There's so much variety. I love my screen time. I love my Batmobiles. The fact that they do have legitimate, like, actual brands is always incredible to me. And just, the variety. The fact we do have things like this and the truck series and stuff like that, which, yeah, that leans more into Transformers. But yeah, I have been getting a few of those as well recently. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're not, and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, a couple of your thoughts and feelings on Hot Wheels in general, I suppose. And I'll see you next time. Bye!